We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And right away, whistles and a flag down. And I believe we'll start the night with a 1st and 15. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Yeah! We're going to 54.
Here's a give up the middle. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54.
Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, kill. What do you think?
On play action, Prescott.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. 47. Here we go, go to 54, wide 8.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Here we go, 46. Kill.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
Here's Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 46.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Throwing, Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
This drop.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards.
And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's complete to Robinson. Still shedding tackles. Touchdown, Giants.
Wan'Dale Robinson, 35 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now Prescott. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Prescott from the gun on third. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
Shoves him aside. 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Breece Hall.
47 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Yeah. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Kayvon Thibodeaux.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. On the return is Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7. We're ready to begin the second quarter.
as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May. And
It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Here's Jones on the return. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
They'll give to Hall.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hall.
And that one going from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. He'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And his kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that was so close to being a heck of a play. But when there's a free range to the quarterback, it's always a risk, him taking a hit, if the screen doesn't set up in time for him to complete the throw.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott from the gun.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
Hey, kill. Yeah. Here we go. Let's take. Here we go. Kill. What do you think?
Now Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Here we go. Going to 54. Why?
Prescott now from the 50. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 35.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
2nd and 11. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's the backup Winston. Robinson's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
47. 26.
Play action now. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go, 46, 46. Hey, 47. 26.
Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Prescott to throw it.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive.
Runs through the contact.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9 now.
Left side, he's got Robinson.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. On the give, it's Tracy.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. A give, running right is Hall. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Giants!
Breece Hall.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Giants have opened the lead up to 30.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go. We're going to 54. Why?
Missed.
It will not go down. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Go to 54. Go to 54.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
They'll start on the ground. Hall to about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll hand it to Tracy.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Hall ought to give up the middle.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw.
That's caught left side by Neighbors.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Here go 46.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Going to 54. Here go 47.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, kill.
Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
But now he's swallowed up and taken down. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. Prescott now.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Right check. What do you think?
Now Prescott.
Through the middle of the field.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Aubrey now for the point after.
And the lead is down to 24.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
On the draw, it's Hall.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, Finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
A throw right side caught by Neighbors.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run with Hall.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for them.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Here we go. Right side. 47. 26.
On play action, Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Looking to throw, Prescott.
A short throw pulled in by Woods.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Yeah, here we go.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw is Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10.
Throwing, Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Prescott, he's going to change things up here.
47.
Second and 5. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go now.
A handoff for Hall. 97 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Hall again on second down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Third down and 1. They'll go again with Hall.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Giants, not much to complain about here. They come in and